Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC, out in the woods talking about something a little bit more EDC themed today. Moorlander over the years has evolved really into kind of Moorlander outdoors, but the roots of the channel started off on EDC content and a few months back the good people over at Maxpedition got in touch and asked if I'd like to have a look at one of their new PLATY organizers or PLATY Pocket organizers, and I said yeah, because I really do like their gear. I think for me Maxpedition makes some awesome gear, whether that's bags, whether that's pouches, and some of these organizers as well, so I bit their hands off. Now, as we usually do, we'll have a look at some of the features and designs of this, but before I do and before I turn the camera around, so there's actually two versions of this, or at least there's two models or two sizes of this. The version that I went for, this is the smaller one, which is 4 by 6 inches. There is a larger version which is 5 by 7 inches. The main reason I went for the smaller one is because I do have a tendency to overpack these, and I wanted to make sure that it was still something that if I wanted to, I could put into my pocket rather than being something that I'd want to put into a backpack. And it's perfect size for that, especially with the features. You could potentially overpack this so it still couldn't fit in your pocket, but the way that I carry it, I think the 4 by 6 version or the smaller version of the two was perfect and the right choice for me. Now, looking into materials wise, everything that you generally tend to find with Maxpedition is designed to be as tough as possible. Almost to the point where it's over-engineered, but that is one of the trademarks when it comes to Maxpedition. They over-engineer stuff to make sure that it will last. As far as construction wise or materials, this is made from a 500D nylon. It's a very similar to a Cadore-y ballistic style nylon kind of material. Everything's double stitched, everything's triple stitched. All of the hardware points have extra box stitching on here, where there is the end of so you've got reinforcements here on these little pockets. There's another pocket here as well. Everything is super tough. There is some 550 paracord on here, which you'll see here, which is for the zipper. The zipper is a nice large YKK zipper as well. There is an additional kind of paracord on here, but I've actually took it off for today, mainly because the way that I carry this, I don't use it. But hopefully if you'll see here, there's a grommet here and here where the paracord passes through. So if you want to wear this around your neck, and have it so if you're out and about, maybe you're doing some bushcrafting, whatever it is that you're doing, if it is that this is something you want to keep around your neck, then you can put it on. Now, if you don't want to have it on there like I have, maybe you want to save some weight, whatever, very simple to take it off. When you unzip this on the inside, there's just a simple overhand knot on the inside, so you can undo that and then you can take it off and you can use it like this. All of the elastic, so there is some elastic on here as well. This is really tough, which is exactly the same style of elastic that Maxpedition use in all of their backpacks as well. Colours wise, I think there are, I want to say 3. I'm definitely sure that there's 3. There's the green, which this one is, there's the black, and I think there's a multicam version. That's at the time of filming. You might find if you're watching this in the future that there are a few other colours. There might even be another colour now. I'm trying to think if there's a grey one as well. Anyway, I'll leave it down here as far as the colours are concerned. But there are plenty, so if you've got a certain loadout, or maybe you've just got a colour that you prefer, that's exactly why I went for the green here, then you can choose whichever one that you want. Okay, now going through the features on here, this is definitely more of a slip organizer. So rather than like you get with a pouch where you have a zip on the outside and it butterflies open, this has all of your gear either on the front or either on the back. Now there is an inside to this where you can maybe store gear that isn't used as often. For myself, for these slip style pocket organizers, although you can put a lot into this, I generally tend to use probably about 50% of the actual capacity that there is on here. The main reason for that is that I just want it still to be able to slip into my pocket. You can overburden these, you can put a lot of stuff into these, so for myself, I just put in enough so that I don't have to be able to do that. Now this is currently set up how I've been using this since I've had it. You can put more into this, so let's have a look around. Now for myself, I generally carry usually 2 knives. People are like, well, that's a bit excessive. Well, yeah, okay. But generally I have a knife that is used for lighter kind of duties. So this is my CVV Elementum. But then I have something that's more of a multi-tool style thing. So it's not always a Swiss Army knife like this. Sometimes it'll be a Leatherman, but I generally prefer to carry 2, one for hard duties and one for lighter duties. To the right here I have a pen, because the pen is definitely mightier than the sword, and it's useful in a lot of situations to be able to have a pen to write something down then, rather than having to worry about something digitally. This is the Takare Spinium, a little bolt action titanium pen, which I freaking love these. By the way, I made some content on the vast majority of things that you'll see today, so I will leave some links to these. Now in the front here where I had those, hopefully you'll be able to see, so as mentioned this is 6x4, so across here this is split into 2 where you have these 2 slip pockets. The Elementum fits into here actually perfect because it is a little bit wider, whereas this is a Pioneer, so this slips in and it does rattle around a little bit, but putting this, so here you have these 2 slip pockets that will fit in something reasonably large, and then behind here, so on the left hand side here there is a smaller elasticated loop, and on the right hand side you have a smaller elasticated loop as well. So if you wanted to put 2 smaller items into these pockets, you can use these loops at the top to be able to do that. So here, how I have it here on the left hand side, I have my pen in there, and then I have my Pioneer down there right next to it, which now makes this a snug fit. It makes it so that it fits in there perfectly. If you didn't want to use these, of course, if you had a larger, struggling to get in there for a second. If you had a larger knife that went all the way up, then you don't have to use this elastic behind there. But maybe if you had 2 pens and you wanted to put in 1 pen to the left hand side and 1 pen to the right hand side, or maybe you'd got a pen mechanical pencil kind of setup where you use both of those, then you can have them either side like that. Now behind here is a larger slip pocket, which is where I keep a little write in there, and I won't open it too far because you'll see the random crap that I do on a daily basis. But yes, so this fits in there perfectly. Now, I haven't asked them this, however, I'm pretty sure that the main reason they didn't make this smaller than 6x4 is because of how perfectly this fits in there. But if you ever need to write something down, as I say, being able to rely on your electrical goods, if you're out and about, it's often way easier to be able to write something down. But you can fit even more into here. Maybe if you've got a medical kit, maybe if you've got an IFAC, maybe if you carry a pistol with you every day, maybe you want to put a small trauma kit. I know it'd be very small trauma kit into here. I'm trying to think of the word, tourniquet. You could probably fit a tourniquet in here as well. But yes, so plenty of loadout or plenty of options for you to carry here on the front. Now flipping this over, you then have 2 slip pockets. So you actually have this zip here in the middle, but on the either side of those, so whether it's here or whether it is here, why am I struggling with this? I will say these are usually general. I tell you what, I know why this one's easy to put it into, mainly because like you get with a lot of materials, when you've had something in there, it will just expand ever so slightly. So I've had this in here for the last 2 or 3 weeks now. This is the Nightcore MT2A Pro. I freaking love this. Haven't made any content on this yet, so don't worry, this will be out soon, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. But whilst these 2 arrived roughly at the same time, it was just it was just perfect, the fact how well this fit in here. But if you wanted to, it does also fit in on the other side. I would say a little bit more snug, but The size of these is the same, so I'm sure if I'd have decided to put it in this side to start off with, then it probably would have been easier after a while. But yeah, for me it just fits in there perfectly, and it also means that when I'm sat down I can reach into my pocket, or even when I'm walking around I can reach into my pocket that's there. I can pull it out because it's tip down, I guess, if you carrying world, or tip up because you want to open anyway, you know what I mean. But yeah, works really well. Now, I keep mentioning this zip here, so there is a zip here in the middle, which if you want to, you can put some stuff into here. Now I will say, and I know I've mentioned this a few times, the way that I carry this, I like to keep it reasonably light. That means that I've got other slots that if I want to put stuff into here, but it also means that I can always fit this in my pocket. I don't have to worry. So for me, on the inside here, I just carry a USB-C cable. Pretty much everything now is USB-C. I think was it the European Commission 2 years ago said that moving forward everything has to be USB-C. Even Apple have had to adopt that here in Europe, which has meant that the rest of the world has pretty much adopted it as well. Everything runs on USB-C, so having one of these in here means that if I'm out of juice in my phone or something, there's usually a USB port somewhere around. Even if it's at work, I can plug it into my laptop and then I can get stuff charged. But there you go, super useful. So if I put all of this back in, doesn't certainly take a long time to be able to load this out. Mainly, as I say, you know, I like to keep things nice and light. But what it also does mean is if I want to carry something specific, maybe for that date, then I can do that. Or I can take things out. But this works really well, especially in your pocket, or taking it out and putting it back into a bag. There's my loadout on the Maxpedition PLATY. So there you have it, the Maxpedition PLATY, or the smaller version of the Maxpedition PLATY. I really do like these pocket organisers, especially the slip style pocket organisers like this. Some of the ones where you get a pouch and you've got to unzip things, they're great. They really are good because all of your equipment stays together and there's less chance of things falling out. Now I will say with this, I haven't had any issues with any of these parts falling out whilst I've been using or testing this. But sometimes these are great, mainly because it's in your pocket, everything's organised, and you can take things out from within your pocket. If you want to take this out because you're like, oh, you know, it's the end of the day, you take it out, you put it on the side, you know, you're going to bed or whatever it is that you're doing, you can take this out and you take all of your gear out together. But when it's in your pocket, rather than having to unzip something to take something out, you need your torch, there's your torch, you need your knife, there's your knife. It's all just there, and it's so much easier to be able to whip them out when you need them and then put them back in. And I think that's the main advantage of these. So yeah, very cool. And yeah, I would definitely recommend these. Now I do want to say, as I mentioned at the beginning of this, so this was sent to me by Maxpedition. It's the first time that they have sent me some stuff, so I'm trying to build a relationship with them as I do with all of the people that are, you know, generous enough to send me some gear. But we discussed it, and all they were after is just some good, honest content, which is the type of relationship that I like to make with all the manufacturers that I talk to. So hopefully that's what you've got here today. Whether there's some things that I might change, some things that I wouldn't change, and things that I generally do really like about this. Cool. So now, of course, I'll leave some of Maxpedition's links below where you can pick this up. I'll also leave some of my social media links below so that you can see more from me here on Moorlander EDC, and my sister channel. I have a second channel called Moorlander Tactical, where we look at a few more kind of everyday tactical stuff. And whether you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. There's so many flies out here today. I have my little fly net, but I can't put a fly net on my head whilst filming because people are like, you got a fly net on your head? You weird. Whilst filming. If you saw me when I'm not filming, there's a fly on my head, you'd be like, that guy's a goddamn cool motherfucker. Probably. Probably not. Hi, I'm the Moorlander. Let's do that again. Do you want to come past? Are you sure?
We're sniffing some fur down here.
Oh, I realise I'm just some random guy talking to myself in the woods, so you can come past if you want. I'll move my stuff.
So I think there might be another way around you.
Are you sure?
Just, well, we're in the middle of nowhere, so we're just
Oh.
exploring anyway.
That's kind of why I come out here to film. You don't get, yeah.
You don't get us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can just sneak past you there, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry, we have a reactive dog, so we also hunt the places where there's not likely to be people. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm
She's,
okay.
Yes, was like, no. Don't we go past?
Hello.
She's fine with people just want to get past, so yeah.
That's okay. Are they whippets or lurchers? Lurchers.
Yeah, she doesn't like dogs. Tends to breed, so they breed. We can have what she likes before she
Thank goodness you stood up and said hello then. Yeah, have a good day. Skibbity bop. I think this is coming out on a Wednesday. I've got 3 pieces of, I'm filming 3 pieces of content today. So I think this is coming out on a Wednesday. I'm pretty sure this is coming out Wednesday. So whatever day, let's pretend it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. I hope you're all having a good Wednesday. I hope you're all having a good hump day. It's just a few more sleeps to the end of the weekend. And then, yeah, you can have a drink. Cool, right. See you in a bit.